Welcome to Stitch Crow. My name is Rachel and I'm your host for this crochet vidcast. You can find all the show notes at stitchcrowvidcast.blogspot.com. That's stitchcrowvidcast.blogspot.com. It is Friday, May 17th, 2013. And there is a reason why I have earbuds in my ears this week. For some reason or another, the internal mic on my iPad is basically dead. I mean, you can hear me a little bit, but it's very, very faint. If that was the case for last week, I apologize. I just figured it out a couple of days ago, but I wanted to record the video, see maybe it was just audio-wise, but it's both audio and video where it's very faint. So, these are actually earphones that I got with my iPhone 5 last year, and there's a mic on here, and that's why I'm using it. So, I want to get earphones like these, just dedicated to my iPad though. So I'll probably get those in a couple of weeks. So let's get on to what I have on my hook. I'm actually going to start off with what I have off my hook. And at the end of the episode, I'm going to be showing you some pictures that I took on Saturday of my mom's Mother's Day gift. She loved it. Now, the lighting on these pictures is not that great, so I apologize because I just took them on my bed. And she loved the bag so much, she asked me on Mother's Day to make her another one. And so, thus, I give you this. For the Mother's Day bag, I just used some Red Heart that I had laying around, but because at the last minute, due to some circumstances beyond our control, we were supposed to go to the local zoo, but the Delaware Marathon was running and we couldn't get to the zoo. So we decided to go up to PA because that's what my mom felt was the right idea. But I really didn't want to go, so she figured there happens to be a Michael's on the way. He said, if I take you to Michael's, will you basically shut up? And I said, yeah. So she took me to Michael's while she went to get my grandma lunch. And this is what, this was the yarn I got. This is in Vanna's Choice, from Line Brand. And it's in Dusty Green, which is the green, and Dusty Blue, which is actually a little bit darker, crocheted up than, or to my eyes at least, than in the skein. And I'll show you. It looks a little bit lighter when it's on the skein, and then a little bit darker when crocheted. And I'm using Fair Isle crochet for this, which I assume is very similar to Fair Isle knitting. And the reason why is I wanted to do some color work because I had never done it before. And I have a book that I would love to review, but I wanted to get myself accustomed to doing color work first before I did anything. And I actually like how it's looking so far. So I want to also make it this bag a little bit larger. That way my mom can put like notebooks and her iPad in here. She even actually realistically, I think, fit the Mother's Day bag because I made it a little bit smaller than I had intended, but I needed to get that stuff out of my room. So she loved it, and I think she'll love this one even better. So I'm hoping to get this done Probably, I'm going to say by the end of the month, because I really got to get started back on my state fair stuff, and then I also have to get started on state fair Afghan, which is going to go to my sister. So I really want to get that started. But that should take me a couple weeks. And then I have my grandma's scarf, which Lord knows when that will get done. Probably next week or so. I'll probably just start working on that full time until the end of the month, and then I'll really start kicking on my state fair stuff. So that is what is on and off the hook. What I have up in the air for starting, right now I'm not going to even touch anything. I want to get everything that I have planned or going to do done first. So I am actually set until middle of July, which is when the fair is for everything. And this mic actually picks up a lot, apparently. If you hear any knocking, it's because we're getting work done on the porch, and my room is right above the porch, so I can actually hear, even with my headphones on, hammering away on the porch, because we're getting new screens out there. So if you hear any knocking, that's why. And if you hear any barking, that's my dog Molly barking. Even the door is closed right now. So yeah, I apologize for any of the noises for this week. So let us get into this week's subject. I'm actually going to show you a picture. And if you've seen the title, then you know what this week's episode is about. And then we will get into this week. Yes, it's circles. What I actually just showed you is the bottom of this. This is what it looks like when I finish the bottom. I am going to sew close the middle, so don't worry about that. I also have a sample that I will show you in a second. But once you get the hang of crocheting a circle, it's very easy. But starting it, I actually found it a little bit difficult. And I'll show you why with my hand. My hand is the chain, and then, of course, the middle is the hole that the chain forms when in a ring. So it's in a ring. What you have to do is you have to crochet into that little hole where I'm pointing, where my other finger is. That's where you have to crochet. I use double crochet for my circles, and this is the sample I just done a couple of days ago. This is also in Vanna's Choice, but I don't know what the color is. It's not even a great circle because I think I might have screwed something up, but it's just flat. There are a lot of flat circle tutorials out there in both written and video. What I'm going to post today is a Google search that will list a lot of these tutorials and videos, stuff like that. I just feel that that's the easiest thing to do in this case. That way, if you can pick and choose what you want to, which tutorial you want to see and stuff like that. And because a lot of people have different tastes into what they want to do. However, I did want to share a couple of things that I found very easy to do. There are a lot of tutorials out there that tell you to chain 1 or chain 3 when it comes to double crochet flat circles. I use the chain 1, and that's by preference, because otherwise when I slip stitch at the end of a round, I would go into a stitch if I did the chain 1, and with the chain 3 I would go into the starting chain, and it just gets very messy. And that's what I used to do, is I used to chain 3 because that was how I was taught. But once I started to get the hang of crocheting the circles, I changed my thinking and did a chain 1 instead. But you could probably still do a chain 3 and be okay, but I just prefer for flat circles like this. That chain 1 will work well. I had actually originally tried flat circles about 2 years ago to make placemats for the state fair. And they looked awful because I wasn't increasing at the right points. And I'm like, F it, I'm not going to try circles again. And then I think for the Mother's Day gift, I thought maybe I should try this again. And that's when I looked at a tutorial better, and that's why I was able to adjust. So that's my other tip, is that even if you've tried making circles before, don't give up like I did for like 2 years. If you don't first succeed, trying again, is my point. And then my third tip is, I have 3 tips. And this really goes for if you want to make a circle that's 4 rounds or bigger. And the reason why I say 4 instead of 3 is that when you get to round 4, is really when you don't have to, there's at least 2 stitches in between each increase of 2 for a double crochet. So what I would do is I would count how many stitches I would have, and then right before the increase, I realized that in the round below, I'm in the first stitch of the increase. So from the round below. So basically, in that, when you look at the round below, and I'll show you on here. Let me find it. Here we go. Not sure if you can see well on here. Probably not. But I'll explain it. There are 2. Look at, if you can see the V. If you look at it a little bit closer, you can tell that there's 1 double crochet in the first one of the V that I'll call. There are 2 in the second. That's basically what you're looking for that's how you know you're increasing correctly, or at least that's how it is for me. Because otherwise it will either bowl, which is get larger by going up, or get wavy, which is what happened to me with my placemats. But those are just a couple of tips. One more thing. Have fun with them. So I actually been having fun crocheting flat circles. They're a lot of fun. Of course, they work well with amigurumi. You can make placemats, bottoms of market bags, or in my case, just a regular bag, dishcloths. They're actually very fun to crochet once you get the hang of it. So that is what I about circles. I'm going to have some other motifs in the coming weeks or so for what I'm going to talk about and stuff like that. I have some book reviews and a lot of stuff like that. One other note before I go today and show you the pictures. In June, if you saw the announcement on Twitter where you can find me at Stitch Grow, I'm going to be starting a Ustream. It's going to be Fridays once a month, and that's going to replace that week's episode. It's going to be about 30 to 45 minutes in length, where I'm just going to talk. And right now, I'm just going to do it on my iPad, so I'm not going to be able to take questions via the chat, but don't worry. I'm not sure how many people are going to actually talk about or want to watch anyway. I will have all the information in next week's episode about where you can find me and stuff like that. But that is it for today, and I hope you enjoyed the pictures, and I will see you all next week. Talk to you soon. Bye.